Hi to you all, hello, and here we are for the Inspirational Livestream, the first one for March, that is. We're in for an Inspirational Livestream here. Hello to you all in the confines of my content. We're here. Hello to Anthony, certainly nice to see you. Oh, Megsy, you certainly didn't have to, but thank you. Thank you most sincerely, kindly, Megsy. You certainly didn't have to, but thank you. Thank you. Good evening, Dawn Marie. Good evening. And a hug to you. Oh, nice long hugs to you, Dawn Marie. Oh, I'd certainly hug you tightly if I could. And Blacksmith, hello to you, good man Blacksmith. Hello. And Herman, certainly is it nice to see you as usual. Hello, Herman. Just let you know it's Herman, not Merman, even though we had the late Ethel Merman. That is, Ethel Merman, brilliant, accomplished actress. Oh, I'm here. I'm here. Something unusual happened. Hello to you, Hailey. Hello and hugs to you always. And Harriet, hello and hugs. Oh, hello. Dave Bryan's in here. Good evening to you. Hello. Hello. It happened a moment ago, Herman and Harriet being frozen, but I'm here. I'm here now. Put a 1 if this is working okay. Maria, hello, and hugs to you always. Well, protective hugs, that is. Ooh. And I could certainly do the same with Harriet and Hailey, since they're both quite small, alongside you as well. I could just give the 3 of you protective hugs, taking into account your shorter height and smaller size. That is. Oh. No, I'd hold you quite protectively, I really would. Oh, protectively in my arms. Thank you, Harriet and Hailey. Happy things are working well now. Yes, just to let you know, we're only going to be lasting about 1 hour and 15 minutes in this very live stream. Just to say, we're not going to do terribly long because I'm really going to try and make a serious effort to partake in more of the Noah the Cat live stream if one's going to happen. If a Noah the Cat live stream is going to happen later today, I'm really going to try and make a serious effort in participating in more of it, because the last few days I did try and participate in a few Noah the Cat live streams, but I was just too tired to participate in all of them. Same with Sharpa's recent live stream. I was too tired to participate in it. But hopefully this evening I won't be too tired to partake in it, because I like the Noah the Cat, because I really do very much like and revere the Noah the Cat community. No, I greatly revere the Noah the Cat community. No, I well and truly do. Enormously, 100-fold. I really do. Oh, it's certainly a pleasure, Harriet. What time will the Noah the Cat live stream be? I don't know. It normally takes place between about 10:30 in the evening UK time. That is because it's based in America, you see, Maria. They happen at random times, but they're never scheduled. And why they're never scheduled, Maria, was because the owner of the Noah the Cat community, why they're never scheduled is because the owner of the Noah the Cat community works for FedEx. And with FedEx, you have a complex work schedule. And because of his FedEx work, it's a very complex work schedule, as you could imagine. you're working on different times on different days if you're a FedEx worker. So that's why they're never scheduled. They never catch live streams, you see, if it makes sense. But no, but thank you for your understanding, Maria. No, I mean, it would be nice if every live stream could be scheduled, couldn't it? But what more could you expect if you're in a job that can require you nearly 24 hours a day, but on a shift schedule? Your schedule is shifted out on different days at different times, like with FedEx. It happens in nurses, too. Nurses, doctors, depending on which departmental field you're in as a doctor, or delivery driver, what have you. Well, it's courier, technically. That's just how it works, you know. Unlike an ordinary 9 to 5 job or a teacher job where you wouldn't have to work in the night or evenings and where you have a set schedule, jobs like FedEx and certain other places that can, that have high demand, almost 24 hours every single day of the year, you'll put it on shift schedule. That is. Hello to you, Deborah. Hello and hugs. A nice big, nice long hug to you, Deborah. Oh, and what a surprise, Deborah! What a surprise! What a lovely surprise to see you on Matthew Steeple's recent live stream. But a nice long hug to you, Deborah. Oh, a big, nice, long, tight hug, that is. Oh, no, I'd love a nice, long, tight hug with Deborah. I definitely would accept one from her. Oh. Yes, and I know I've said it a very great many times, though Deborah does not make dolls anymore, she took an a liking interest in making a doll with my shaped face on it. Could you imagine, It goes to show she's quite appealed to my shaped face. No, but it's okay, Deborah. I could understand as to why you might have been appealed to my face shape, or may still be appealed to my face shape. That is. No, but a nice long hug to you. Oh, a long, tight one. And I'm sure you get many hugs and cuddles from your grandchildren, from your only grandson and 3 granddaughters. I imagine you get many hugs and cuddles from them. Oh. Oh, no, not to worry, not to worry. Oh, Dawn Marie, thank you kindly for your friendliness towards Maria. Thank you. But a very gentle hug. Okay. Oh, no, not to worry. I don't mind a long, tight hug, Deborah. I don't mind a nice, long, tight one. Although I do understand you're a very gentle lady. But I don't mind a nice, long, tight hug. I don't mind that. Gentle as you might be, I don't mind a nice, long, tight hug, I could tell you confidently. You do not knit. Oh, I've never knitted before, but one thing I can tell you, Anthony, one of my grandmother's knits. I think he is, Maria. I would assume that Anthony is American. It's my hunched conclusion. And to a nice mug of milk in the live stream and a nice flowery mug here. I don't know for certain if Anthony is American or not, Maria, but it's my guess that he is American, but I can't confirm this. Thank you, Heidi. Now, I do like these flowery mugs, I really do. I think I got it from one of my local shops. Don't know where. I think it was the Bert's Home Store I got it from. Something like that. No, an enchanted little mug. Enchanted. They do sell some nice flowery mugs there, as I've seen. That is. Oh, and hello to Betty and Steve. Hello. Hello to Betty and Steve. Hello. And thank you to Steve. Much appreciation and utmost thanks to Steve for his years of service when he served in the armed forces. Thank you for your service, Steve. And Betty, thank you for your family service for those of your family relatives who served in the armed forces. Respect to them always. Do 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 do. I was thinking about Chopin because I've been listening to quite a bit of Chopin lately. Do dum 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 dum. Oh, Chopin. Very gentle, very soothing. Very, very gentle, soothing musical pieces they play. Chopin. Really very, very well and truly soothing. Dun, 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 dun. You're always so lovely, Harriet. Thank you. But if only your Willa was more lovely. Don't know if she had that, but if only she was more kindly to others. Well, Betty, it is certainly a pleasure indeed, most sincerely, and all I can do to those who have served in the armed forces is thank them and show utmost dignity and respect always. But a nice long hug to you always, Betty. Oh, a nice long hug to you, Betty. Although if we were giving Deborah the nice long hugs, one has to be gentle. No, I didn't realize Deborah was quite a physically delicate lady. I never could have known that. But I never could have known Deborah was physically delicate. But I wouldn't mind a nice long tight hug from her. You know. And Nutmeg, hello to you. I'm all right. I'm okay. Thank you, Nutmeg. Hoping you and Blinky are all right. Nice to see you as usual. We're not going to do as long, Nutmeg, just to give you a heads up warning, because we're going to be finishing in about 1 hour's time. But otherwise, I'm quite well, thank you. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if one's last name is on here. Maria, no trouble at all. Oh dear, she's miffed with you because you clipped her nails. Oh dear. Willa, does it ever stop with Willa's naughty behavior? It seemingly just doesn't stop, does it? Thank you, Blacksmith and Hailey, for your friendliness towards Nutmeg. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Aidan. Hello to you. Nice to see you on here. Hoping you're all right. And thank you, Maria and Blacksmith, for your friendliness towards Aidan. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, but astonish me as it might, Are you sure one really should clip the nails of cats? Are you sure one should clip cats' nails? Because I'm pretty sure that's not something one would do. I'm pretty sure you'd only clip dogs' nails, as far as I'm certain. But little could I have thought one would clip cat nails and all the rest of it. Oh my! She rubs your face and you got a scratch, Blinky. Oh dear. Oh really? You need to clip cat's nails too? Oh okay. Thank you for letting me know. Nutmeg, so that I know for future references. Willa never stops. She's a car. I'm not surprised. Especially if they don't go out. Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Now this makes sense. Thank you, Maria, for your friendliness towards Nutmeg. Thank you. Thank you. I'd imagine if it's especially the case for indoor cats. Cats who are not permitted outdoors need their nails clipped every 2 weeks or so. Oh, okay. Now this makes sense. Now this makes sense, Harriet. Oh, sorry, what's going on? Oh, sorry. No, I'm still here. Hi, Monica. Hello to you. Hope you're okay over in Mexico. You saw the miniature train. Oh, yes, that was in Hastings, Maria. That was Hastings. And the place looks really nice. That was Hastings, by the way, Maria. It wasn't just the miniature railway I rode in Hastings, but I also rode on their 2 funicular railways as well. No, it's enchanted railways there in Hastings, 2 funicular railways and a miniature railway, and they've also got museums. No, but I didn't see the museums. I didn't go to the museums this time, but next time I go to Hastings, I mean, goodness willing, I'm gonna really try again at some stage. I'm gonna go into the museums again because I like the Hastings museums. And as you know, I'm all for visiting museums, as you know. Big or small, I'm all in for going to them. Hello to you, Sue. Hello, and oh, a nice long hug to you. Ah, a nice long hug, and I wouldn't let go. Oh, come and cuddle up on the settee, lovely Deborah. Oh, but do be assured, I know you'd want somebody to be gentle with you. Oh, but Deborah, now I'm reading what you've just said here. Right, okay. When I had cats, I never allowed them outside, as they would be best of hunters of the wildlife, especially birds. Oh, okay. Not to worry, I completely understand as to why you never let your cats outside, Deborah. Now, because you know what they do to wildlife, our cats, don't they? cheeky things. No, always feel free to cuddle up on the settee with us, lovely Deborah. And not to worry, we'd be gentle with you, giving you a cuddle or a hug. Aww. Especially if it's a nice long one and all that. Gonna finish off my drink. Oh, thank you, Monica. Thank you for your kindness towards others. Thank you. Thank you. Willa is a head case, full stop. She's beautiful but a cow. Sad yet true. Could imagine so. Oh, Harriet, thank you kindly. Blinky is sweet and sassy. I'm not surprised. No. Ah, yeah. Now here, to show oneself in this very picture, this is some Roman history which I saw over a week ago, this time last week. That's the Fishbourne Roman Palace, a place of enchantment. I mean, a real place of real enchantment. Sorry, what was it? Did I miss anything? Oh, that is the Fishbourne Roman Palace, that one. Oh, I would imagine this is about a few... Oh, I imagine it's about 1,000 years old. I would assume nutmeg, something like that. So very old. Fishbourne Roman Palace. I've got a video of it. I've got a video featuring Fishbourne Roman Palace. It's around about 1,000 years old or so, nutmeg, just to say. So centuries old pottery. Lils is here. Hello. Oh, and hello, and big hugs to you, my lovely. To you, my lovely Lils. Big hug, tight hugs. Harriet, that's not fair. Harriet, no, I'm not. I don't find that funny. That is centuries old pottery there. That's Roman pottery, not IKEA pottery. Don't be so unfair like that. I don't find that amusing. That joke, well, Harriet, some jokes are funny, but that was not funny. That was actually quite unfair. A bit of an unfair conclusion is how I'd describe it. No, nutmeg, that's old Roman pottery, to tell you something here. That's old Roman pottery. I didn't find the joke funny, Dawn Marie. I actually wasn't amused by that joke, to tell you something. No, I'm not very amused by jokes like that. You know, think of all the effort the museum had to do when finding, you know, the old pottery and getting it exhibited. That's really not a funny joke. That's really not funny, Dawn Marie, to tell you something. I really am not amused by that joke. It's Harriet who really should be apologizing, not you, Maria. Banter or not, Harriet, it was not funny. I did not find that funny at all. Yes, yes, over 2,000. Yeah. Harriet, that's a hell of a lot of effort, you know, the museum had to do. You know, finding, you know, the Roman pottery and getting it exhibited. Think of how much trouble they would have had to go through all of that. So that banter and that joke, I'm not amused by that. I'm really not. Just to make it clear to you. Oh, Lils. Oh, lovely Lils. Thank you kindly for your friendliness towards Blacksmith, and certainly Maria. No, really, thank you. I think the only... I mean, really, I think the only thing you'd expect from Maria Lils is a nice long hug from her. Because after all, Maria would be small enough for you to just hold her protectively, whilst holding her protectively in a nice long cozy hug. But no offence to you when saying this, Lils, of course. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, but no offence saying this to you, of course, Lils. But all I'm just saying is that you could obviously you could hold Maria quite tightly in a nice, long, warm, cozy, protective hug. And I think that's the only thing you'd probably expect from Maria, a nice long hug from her, especially given your innate loving kindness towards Maria. Certainly, a few short minutes ago, honestly. Certainly do I very much appreciate your innate, lovingly strong grip of kindness. You know, not only do I appreciate your strong grip of innate, lovingly kindness, Lils, but not just towards me, but all of us. And this is why we love you dearly as a friend. This is why we love you dearly. I certainly love you dearly too. As does I. As does I, Deborah, as does I. And I've been interested in history since I was a little boy. The relationship between me and Harriet is interesting. It's complex and interesting, to share the point. Harriet, I've made my blunt point. Enough is enough. I've made my blunt point, and now we're leaving it at that. No, I do know how much you love history, Nutmeg. I do know that. I do know that. As does I too, Lils. As does I too. No, I adore you. No, really, I wasn't trying to hurt you or anything when saying that. I really wasn't trying to hurt you by saying that Maria was small enough for you to hold her protectively in your arms. I wasn't trying to hurt you saying that. No, really, I wasn't. I mean, really, I wasn't trying to hurt you saying that. I was only saying this out of friendliness and kindness. That's all I was trying to imply it to. Nothing hurtful. I wasn't trying to imply anything hurtful whatsoever. No, but really, thank you always for your lovingly endearing kindness to all. And I think that's, you know, I mean, this is what was I going to say? Oh, yes, this is why you're certainly dearly loved, not only within my community, but additionally Trevor's community too. You know, and you know, to say the very least to it, Littles and all that. Oh, thank you, Maria. We love you too. Well, I certainly love you, Danny. No, pottery is fascinating. Pottery, if anything, is fascinating. It was held by ancient people. No, it really was. That pottery was held by the ancient people from the ancient Roman history, that is. Cooking and living their daily lives, you can envisage it, especially Pompeii. Yes, the Pompeii days, you know, yes. You know. No, you share a truthfully evident point here, Littles. No, really, it's a completely truthfully evident point. Just reading it now. You went into Warhammer today in Manchester. You adored speaking to the staff. You love people who have hobbies, interests, and just love what they love. Have a lot of respect. Oh, how lovely learning so. Lils, no, I'm very much similar regarding historical museums or museums that represent the true, you know, the forthright, captivated importance of representing our history and keeping history alive, utmost and foremost. I'm quite like you, and I really do have a lot of respect to people who have hobbies and interests and just love what they love. I'm very like you on that. I'm quite like you on that. I do hope you enjoyed the Warhammer in Manchester. Oh gosh. I remembered you saying you were located up north, but how interesting. You saw something in Manchester. How very interesting indeed. There's another Fishbourne Roman palace picture. And I too recommend museums as well. You take no offense. I'm gladly pleased learning so, but this could, you know, but why I was so careful talking about it to you or saying that to the whole chat here, why I was so careful is because, you know, I just wouldn't want to hurt you. That's all. But I'm happy you took no offense. But even so, it was best that I was careful all the same. We all have to have an escape, another world transported in the moment to another realm. No, I couldn't agree with you more, Lils. I certainly couldn't agree with you more. She couldn't have got it more right, Maria. Certainly couldn't have got it more right. You need the ladies' room. Don't worry, it's no trouble. We've still got plenty of time. We're finishing at 1 hour and 15 minutes, just to say. Not in 1 hour, 15 minutes, but when we get to the 1 hour, 15 minutes of live streaming, we'll be finishing. Yes, respect history and learn from it and never destroy it. Well shared, Deborah. Well shared indeed. The chat is your escape many times, is it? Interesting, Maria. Oh, Lils, if I could, Lils, I could just hug you tightly right now. No, really, I could. I could really hug you tightly right now. Oh. No, still, even so. Even so, it's best always to say things carefully to people. You may not have taken offense, Lils, but even so, it was still best that I was careful. Oh. No, but if I could definitely hug you tightly. Oh. Good evening to you, Southern. Good evening to you, good old friend. Well done, you. I could easily do that myself. I could easily spend an hour talking to staff. No, I really could. No, no. I think I'll talk a bit more privately on that to you, Nutmeg. I won't say it. I'm probably not going to say anything publicly on this chat. I think I'm going to leave that part. Oh, that's all right, Nils. Oh, not to worry. I understand you. I do understand you. For you, my lovely Nils. But I don't know if I'll still be live streaming in 20 years. Well, fingers crossed, hopefully I will be still doing live streams in 20 years. But, you know, anything could happen to me in 20 years. No, Harriet, can we leave that part now, please? No, really, please leave it and stop the excessive focus on it. No, I actually have a good reason why I was going to talk. I said this is something to talk about more privately as opposed to publicly. So I'd rather you don't have an excessive focus on it, please, Harriet. Just to say. Oh. No, but if I could, Lils, I'd definitely give you a nice long hug. I definitely would indeed. And like you, Lils, I could really talk for 1 hour easily about history with people who are enthusiastic about it or enthusiastically take an interest in it. I'm quite like you in that way. And whenever I'm event attending or going to a railway and things, Lils, I always talk to a lot of the staff or people who are generally take a possessively huge enthusiastic interest in it. I'm quite like that. Like you in a way, I'm fairly similar, especially when I'm attending classic car events or vintage vehicular events and steam rally events and things. Littles, no, I'm always keen on talking to somebody who holds a possessively, enthusiastically strong grip of an interest in the old history it represents. I do know my moderators adore me, and I adore you, Lils, and thank you for saying that you adore me too. I adore you dearly. I mean, who couldn't adore you, my lovely Lils? All of us adore you here. And if we could, we'd all give you a nice long hug. I certainly would. And I probably wouldn't want to let you go if I gave you one. Oh, and I hope I've not left anybody out. I hope I haven't made my friend Sue Abbott feel left out. Oh, if you're still here, Sue, my sincerest apologies if we've left you out inadvertently by mistake, if you're still here. You're always so lovely, Deborah. You're always so lovely. No, and I appreciate having you as a moderator, Harriet. I really do. I seriously appreciate having yourself and Jodie as moderators, and of course yourself, Jodie, Heather, including Heather too. I seriously appreciate the three of you as my moderators, and my bestie David Scott, who's also one of my mods too. And I've got a few other mods as well. Let's see. Oh, I'm happy you're okay, Sue. I just would hate for you to feel left out and lonely. Oh, but if you're still here, Lils, I've got a presentation. I'm going to show many people in the chat here have already seen it, but since you're here, I thought I'd show it, which may or may not interest you. If I can get it up. Just looking for it, and I'll get it up before too long. Okay, there we are. In this very insight here, we're going to be showing now a presentation, if one would like to share, or so describe it. We are going to be showing the Worthing Minis by the Sea event. Worthing Minis by the Sea is an annual event that happens once a year, namely by and large, generally speaking, on the final Sunday of September annually. But sometimes the first week of September can happen on a Monday. So I would imagine in that circumstance it would likely happen on the final Sunday of August, if in the circumstances the first week of September begins on a Monday. That's my conclusion, but I could certainly by and large be wrong. But yes, I've been going to this event now for a good part of 2 years. And in that time, and in that 2 years that I've gone, I do not regret going, and certainly do I not look back on going. I mean, I'm happy I went. But how I found out about the Worthing Minis by the Sea event, it's a very good and interesting one, but it's actually a fun story in one way or another. I found out about this very event at the time of the 2022 Parham Park Sussex Steam Rally event. David and I, we were looking at some classic cars, only for us both to have seen on the classic car a little slip that said Worthing Minis by the Sea, Sunday, 4th of September 2022. I looked at it, so I took a picture of the slip and kept the slip with me, and have just been going to Worthing Minis by the Sea event ever since. I mean, my goodness, am I pleased I have gone. I am certainly very, very pleased I've gone to this event. And it was from that very time in July of 2022, after seeing that very one and only advertised slip on a classic car representing Worthing Minis by the Sea, that it prompted me to go, and have been going annually ever since. So my guess is come 2025, it will likely take place on the final Sunday of August of 2025. But normally the thing is with this event, they don't normally advertise when it's taking place until really about a couple of months or so before the event is really by and large due to start. But I can only so far guess it's going to take place on the 31st of August 2025, but would I certainly recommend Worthing Minis by the Sea event? I most certainly would. I would recommend it to everybody up and down the length and breadth of the United Kingdom, and of course I'd recommend it to everybody around the world too, if they're thinking about going to Worthing Minis by the Sea event, if on holiday over in England in the United Kingdom. And Worthing Minis by the Sea, it's namely comprised of minis of all kinds, from vintage era, vintage heritage era, to modern day. Obviously, one should be careful getting inside and out of these small classic minis, obviously because of height and weight, and in my case, 5'8", 11 stone, or 154 pounds, I would certainly recommend one be careful, because I have to be careful. Thanks all for listening to this very insight, and here we go for Worthing Minis by the Sea 2025, and the presentation over and out. Thanks for listening. Ta-ta for now. Well, that was one presentation I thought would be interesting to show. Many of you would have already seen it before, but some of you here in the chat would not have seen it as of yet. Your name isn't in blue or green simply because you never get round to it, nor is it on Trevor's. But you do most certainly support both of us. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lils. Thank you kindly. Yes. Oh, God. I think my cat's at the door. Right, wait a moment. Daphne's like at the door because she always scrapes the door when it's shut. Okay, Daphne. Okay, Daphne. It's all right. Come on. Okay, hello. Daphne, where are you? You're going under the chair now, aren't you? Come here. Come say hello to everybody. Want to come say hello? Daphne. Daphne, where are you? You're going about everywhere. Come here. Oh, Say hello to Daphne, just temporarily. This is our Maine Coon beauty. Everyone's saying hello. Oh. Okay. Here you go. You go on to rest on the bed. No. She's now laying down on the floor. Oh no, she's got back up. So I need to move my chair in, Daphne. So I'd appreciate it if you could move. If you could move up, please, Daphne. I need to move my chair in. Okay, thank you, Daphne. Okay, now time to move my chair in. There you are. And now she's laying around on the floor. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. She's knackered after spending the day outside. She's been outside pretty much all the time. That video is why I am such a sweetheart. Oh, thank you, Lils. I'm happy you liked the presentation of the mini cars that I was representing. I've been going to Worthing Minis by the Sea since 2022. You know, I mean, no, since 2022 I've gone to this event. And it is actually true that I found out about that event whilst attending another event, being that of the Parham Park Sussex Steam Rally event. And those events are worth going to. And certainly if there's one like Tinker's Park, what have you. And before one asks, yes, going inside a small classic mini, unless it's a modern one, it's a bit tricky to get inside and out of, namely as a result of height and weight related reasons. But unless it's a modern day one, I can get in and out easily. But the problem is with the modern day minis, they're not very appealing to look at, in my opinion. Oh, Daphne, do you want to get out? I shut the door by mistake. Sorry. Oh, pardon. Daphne, okay, I'm going to let you back out. You just wanted to come in temporarily, didn't you? Daphne, do you want to come out? Okay, I'll open the door. Here you go. Oh, yeah. Okay. No, she wanted to get back out again. She came in temporarily and now she's gone out again. Daphne is very aloof, unlike Sweet Nixie. Daphne's very fluffy. Daphne is a different breed to Nixie, to tell you something, Deborah. Daphne is partially Maine Coon, whereas Nixie, she's a Russian Blue, partially Korat. We believe she's got a bit of Korat in her, but we do believe she has a lot of Russian Blue in her, to so share at the very least to it. Really? You've got 4 cats, Lils? Really? You've got 4 cats and 2 dogs? Oh, wow. Oh, astonishing. Oh, wow. Little did I realize this up until now. I had very little realization of this, but thank you for telling us. Thank you. And I've got another. Maine Coons typically don't like to be held. Yes, Daphne's a bit like that. Because you saw me hold, she was like, ah, ah. Okay, I'll put you down. No, Nixie really does not like being held. If you saw me with Nixie and I was holding her, she'd just jump right out of my arms. She could literally jump out of your arms about 30 seconds after you've held her. That's what Nixie would be like. But Daphne, it'd take about 2 minutes or 2 or 3 minutes before you have to put her down and all that. But whenever I cuddle Daphne, she's just so soft and cuddly. Her fur is so soft and cuddly that it's hard to let go. But obviously, she would only tolerate so long of being picked up and cuddled, what have you, or held, what have you. Most of them are rescue. Are they really? Well done for rescuing them, Lils. Well done for rescuing them. And as I've got another presentation, most of you have already seen this, but some of you have not seen it as of yet. But I'm going to show it anyway, because some of you are yet to see it. Let's have a good look. Now, as one can see here, this is a little presentation featuring Tinker's Park to show what it's like. Tinker's Park, the enchantment of Tinker's Park, is a steam rally event, or as I'd so like to describe it, a vintage and steam rally event, or a steam fair, as some of you would so like to describe it. And would I say it's worth going to? It most certainly is. It is worth going to for all people of all nationality, no matter what their background. I would recommend it to all holidaymakers internationally, Tinker's Park, for whenever it's on. The only thing with Tinker's Park is that it doesn't happen regularly. It only happens over certain periods of times annually, with one batch taking place in either the very early June or the final weekend of May, before the half-term school holiday is over, and another in August and one on the final weekend of September. As one could see, Tinker's Park has got a miniature railway, a narrow gauge railway, vintage vehicles, steam traction engines, steam vehicles, and the organs. Well worth the visit. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation of Tinker's Park itself. Nothing could beat a good steam rally. One could thank my bestie, David Scott, for getting me into going to these steam rally events. I mean, really, I thank David big time for getting me into steam rally event attending. No, I really do thank him big time for it. I mean, I sincerely thank David for getting me into this event attending. I really do. Well and truly so. And I, from the bottom of my heart, I thank him for it. Organs and steam rallies are life generating. Harriet, I couldn't agree with you more on that. I certainly couldn't agree with you more on that. No, really, I well and truly agree with you totally on that. Oh, no, seriously, if once you've gone to one, Maria, you really do see the life-generating experiences when you've gone. When I first went to Tinker's Park back in August 2021, it was like walking into a storybook or like being in a children's storybook. Just, I can't begin to describe the enchantment, and especially given the point I was at in my life back in August 2021, at what was a critically low point in my life, and David recommending it to me. I wasn't sure about going, given how I was feeling at the time, but I went, and I was so impressed with the result, I decided to go back again. And because of that, and now, as a result, I've been going to Tinker's Park ever since. I normally go 2 to 3 times a year, Tinker's Park. I mean, yes, no, I'm glad I went too. I don't know where I'd be now had I not gotten myself or thrown myself into this event attending. I mean, I don't know where I'd be now had I not gotten myself into the event attending. They're going to the event attending, Maria, as I've said many times, it's proved instrumentally useful to me in helping me with overcoming the loss of my late grandfather Edmund, and also overcoming, other troubling circumstances I was facing within months after the loss of my late grandfather, because I ended up dealing with 3 more other troubling issues within months after the loss of my late grandfather, which actually pushed me to the brink mentally. So, and given what the point I was at in my lifetime, after dealing with 4 troubling circumstances, which pushed me to the brink of my mentality to the brink, to the point of being pushed into a crippled sadness, and to have been recommended this event, I really wished I just said I was going to go rather than just thinking about it. But I did go. I'm happy I went, and I'm happy I got into the event attending, and I'm really happy with the effect it's had on me. The event attending David recommended I do, because it was David Scott, my bestie, who recommended Tinker's Park to me, just saying. Oh, I'm back. Right, I'm back now. And he recommended an event website to me, which was where I also found out about certain other events that I now have the privileged fortune in going to annually whenever. And it was about a week after the Tinker's Park event that there was a bus rally event that I went to in Tenchton in Kent. And after Tinker's Park, I checked the website to see what was on next, event-wise, whether it was in East Sussex counties or County Kent. And then I found out about Tenchton Bus Rally, and I thought, right, now that's where I need to go to next. And then I just got into the event attending afterwards. It didn't happen straight away, but it wasn't straight away that I felt the effect, but it was over time. I felt the effect it had on me, and how it improved me as a person, and I really did feel over time me overcoming the troubles, and I felt happier over time, generally happier as a person. It took about 1.5 years or so to eventually overcome the troubles, something like that. And I'm happy to say, because of what David got me into, I'm the happiest now that I've been since before my grandfather died. No, really, I am. And I have a huge amount to thank to David. I mean, I seriously, I have a huge amount of thanking gratitude towards my bestie, David. I am over them now, Maria. Yes, I am over the terrible circumstances. I'll never forget. It's not something I could ever forget, but I did get over the worst effect, luckily. I did get over the worst effect. I couldn't agree with you more, Lils. Welcome distractions are lifesavers. And those were lifesavers to me, I would so say, Lils. They really were. You certainly couldn't have gotten it more right, indeed. And Worthling's here. Hello to you, Worthling. Hello. What was I going to show next? Picture-wise. I'm just looking now. I'm just going to find it. Where was it? If I can get it now. Oh, have you got to go, Lils? Ta-ta for now. Not without a hug. Not without a nice long hug. You take care, lovely Lils. Have a good evening, won't you? Ta-ta for now. We just love our Lils, don't we? No, we do. I just love Lils very, very dearly. No, I really do. I mean, who couldn't love this wonderful lady? A lady like Lils could make anybody happy, couldn't she? No, she well and truly could. Beyond great, she's fantastic. She's both fantastic and marvelous in every way. I couldn't be more fortunate to have a lovingly wonderful friend like Lils. I really couldn't be more fortunate. Thank you, Hailey. Thank you, Deborah, Nutmeg and Hailey, for your kindness towards Lils. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, found it. Found it. And this was my portrait. That was what I was going to show. This was what I was going to show here. This is my my Fishbourne Roman Palace 2024 portrait, yeah? Oh, 2025 portrait, sorry, because I didn't go in 2024, but 2025, yes. Well, we haven't got through 2025 yet, but it's really getting through it quite quickly, more quickly than last year. But that is my 2025 Fishbourne Roman Palace portrait here. Good evening to you, Rexy. Good evening to you. Thank you, Harriet. Thank you for your innate kindness towards Lils. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, given how quickly it's gone by, yes, I know. Do tell me about it. Maria, do tell me about it. Hi, Avery. Hello to you. Certainly is it a pleasure to see you here. Avery from the Noah Cat community is here now. Pancake Day tomorrow. Really? I'm pretty sure it's Pancake Day at school, but obviously you're a college student, Rexy, not a school student. But do be assured, everybody, Rexy is over 16 years of age, so he can partake in the chat. Do be assured on that. It's a selfie portrait, but thank you, Hailey. Thank you kindly. Thank you. Fat Tuesday in the US. Nutmeg, we do need to be a bit careful because I do not want to get into any more trouble for fat shaming. No, I really, really don't. It's not nice to get into trouble for fat shaming, just to say. Even though I have fat shamed certain supporters of mine and truly hurt their feelings in the past, you do seriously think carefully about about your actions. Gosh, that was a bit unusual. The internet went. No, I'm back. I'm back now. Just the internet just went a bit awry. Hi, Harriet. Jody, hello. My internet went a bit awry a moment ago, but I'm here now. I'm here now. Oh, it's an event. Okay. The internet just went a bit awry. I don't know why, Deborah, but it just went a bit awry. But put a 1 if you can see me okay. Please put a 1 if you can see me okay. My internet just went a bit awry, Avery, and it wasn't my fault it happened. But please put a 1 in case if you can see me okay. Please put a 1 if you can see me all right. Oh, brilliant. 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 Everything is good. Brilliant. 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 Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for telling me so. I think I'm going to show a different picture here. A different photographed picture. And this here is a selfie portrait of me standing in front of an organ here. An enchanted organ, I must say. Do enjoy your day on the buses tomorrow, Rexy. This was taken back in November 2024, Maria. That was November of 2024 when this selfie of mine was taken, just to say. That was no wonder I had a different jacket on. No. No, it's normally around November time I change jackets and get into the winter jackets and all that. You may go down to Brighton. Do enjoy. If you happen to go to Brighton, do enjoy. No, I'm pretty sure I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh, can anyone see me all right? I'm sure any people can see me fine. Yes, that's just me. That's just me. It just looked like for a second. No, I'm not frozen. No, that was just me. I was just still. Oh, thank you, Maria. Thank you. I was just still. That's all. That's just how I am. That's all, really. I'm good you overreacted. Oh, gosh. You got me a bit worried that I'd dissatisfied you. If one could ever think I'm frozen, check my eyes. I could just be reading. Thank you, Dormery. Thank you kindly. This here is a portrait picture of me sitting inside an MG convertible. This was back in October of 2023, so this was nearly almost 2 years ago. That was me when I was a mere 22 years of age. That portrait picture here. This is a good one. Thank you, Maria. Thank you kindly. Thank you. It's a portrait I very much like too. I think this is a picture I'll sometimes use as the thumbnail for certain future inspirational live streams of mine. And yes, that's it. MGC, yes, that's it. MG convertible. Wonder what event Nutmeg does. MG, not to worry. Blacksmith, not to worry. Oh, check my cursor. It was moving. My cursor, it was moving. Oh, was it? No, we've got to be. I do not want to get into trouble for fat shaming. I really don't. Barrett Leddy on Howard Stern. I'm pretty sure I saw the video, but I'll check the history if I've watched it. I would have enjoyed Auburn. I would have enjoyed the Auburn, Indiana auto auction here if it is still going. I think they stopped it, yeah. I don't know the Auburn, Indiana auction, Avery. I really don't. I really don't know that event because I'm not American, you see, and I don't live in America, so I wouldn't know. You see? Only to show the truth there. That was one of the bigger ones. I think there's only so much Nutmeg can wear, really, Hailey, with all due respect to Cher. You know. Right. We are nearly at 1 hour, 15 minutes to tell oneself odd things. But, yes, we're going to... I wasn't trying to make you self-conscious, Avery. I certainly was not trying to. Not one little bit was I trying. But, yes, we're nearly at 1 hour, 15 minutes. The next live stream we're going to be doing on the 5th of March of 2025. That's when the next live stream is going to happen. And thank you all most sincerely, kindly for taking the time with watching this very live stream of mine. And I shall certainly see you in the very next video. Ta-ta for now. Another time. I'll see you on Wednesday of the 5th of 2025.